Hello everyone and welcome to this video going over the newest killer to Dead by Daylight, the Cenobite, aka Pinhead. Keep in mind everything in this video is from the public test build and is subject to change. And if you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like and subscribe for more Dead by Daylight content. The Cenobite has a 32 meter tear radius and moves at 4.6 meters per second. Now let's take a look at the Cenobite's power. His power is called Summons of Pain. Press the power button to create a gateway and release the button to open it. You can cancel this gateway by pressing the attack button. Once the gateway has been opened, you can tap the ability button to summon forth a possessed chain under your control. Direct the chain into a survivor to bind them, or you can cancel this ability by pressing the secondary ability button. While you have the gateway open, you will only be in control of the chained area. You will not be in control of the killer. If the killer gets stunned while controlling a chain, it will cancel the chain and force control back to the killer. If the killer gets blinded while piloting a chain, then they will also be blinded from the chain point of view, but will not lose control of the chain. When a survivor has been binded by a chain, they are unable to sprint, and their movement speed is decreased further as they're hit with a second and third chain. Survivors can perform the break-free action to escape the chains. While chained, survivors cannot fast vault either. Survivors can also break chains by using objects or walls around them. Just push the chain through the wall and it will break. The Cenobite will also break chains on a survivor if he walks through the chain link. Other survivors can also break each other's chains by walking through them. Just remember that you can never break your own chain by walking through it. And you can also break chains by creating enough distance between you and the chain spawn point. The second part of the Cenobite's power is the lament configuration. This is a cube puzzle box from the Pinhead movies that spawns in the map throughout the trial. If the lament configuration is left alone for too long, a chain hunt will be initiated, and chains will be summoned to pursue survivors randomly. This hunt will only end when a survivor finally picks up the lament configuration. You can tell how close the chain hunt is to starting by looking at the survivor frames. You will notice there are blue chains that slowly fill up. When these chains are filled up all the way, the chain hunt will begin. Additionally, if you are a survivor, and you are looking at the aura of the lament configuration, it will slowly turn from white to yellow. When it is a full yellow color, the chain hunt will start. Any survivors carrying the lament configuration will be afflicted with the Oblivious status effect and have chains occasionally summoned to attack them. They will also have this unique icon around their profile. And they can listen to this awesome music the entire time they carry the cube. The survivor must solve the lament configuration to remove it from their possession. While a survivor is solving the lament configuration, the icon around their profile changes. Additionally, the Cenobite will see the survivor's location and be able to teleport to it.
You opened it. I came.
A survivor cannot drop the lament configuration once they pick it up, and they cannot pick up any items either. So if a survivor is holding an item when they pick up the lament configuration, they will immediately drop their item. When the Cenobite picks up the lament configuration, a chain hunt is activated, and all survivors are also instantly bound by chains, causing them to scream and reveal their locations. The Cenobite cannot see the aura of the lament configuration like survivors, so the killer will have to guess where it is. If the Cenobite downs a survivor holding the lament configuration, he will instantly use the device. The lament configuration will spawn in a new location after the Cenobite or a survivor has used it. Everybody will hear this sound when the lament configuration spawns. The Cenobite's 3 unique perks are Deadlock, Hex Plaything, and Scourge Hook Gift of Pain. Deadlock says after a generator is repaired, the entity blocks the generator with the most progress for 20, 25, or 30 seconds. You see its white aura during this time. Hex Plaything. The first time you hook a survivor, they become cursed and Hex Plaything activates on a dual totem. The cursed survivor suffers from the Oblivious status effect until Hex Plaything is cleansed. Hex Plaything's totem, aura, is revealed to the cursed survivor when they are within 24, 20, or 16 meters of it. For the first 90 seconds, only the cursed survivor can cleanse the totem. To clarify what this perk means on the first part, as it can be a little confusing, it means the first time you hook each survivor, not the first time you hook a survivor in the match. So you can get 4 uses out of Hex Plaything every game. Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain. At the start of the trial, up to 4 random hooks are changed into Scourge Hooks. You see their aura in white. When a survivor is unhooked from a Scourge Hook, they suffer from the Hemorrhage and Mangled status effect until fully healed. The first time the survivor is healed, they suffer a 7, 8, or 9% penalty to healing and repairing actions until injured again. The survivors cannot tell which hooks are Scourge Hooks, only the killer will know which are which. Now let's take a look at his add-ons. Engineer's Fang. Possessed chains injure healthy survivors, but do not bind them or spawn additional chains. Slightly increases the time to close the gateway after hitting a healthy survivor with a possessed chain. Iridescent Lament Configuration. When a chain hunt is inactive, survivors beyond 16 meters of the Lament configuration cannot see its aura. Chatterer's Tooth. Reveal the Lament configuration. Picking up the Lament configuration deactivates chain hunts. Gain the Undetectable status effect for 12 seconds after picking up the Lament configuration. Greasy Black Lens. Survivors hit by a possessed chain are revealed for 6 seconds. Impaling Wire. When a survivor uses the environment to break a chain, an additional chain will target them. Original Pain. Injured survivors who break free from a possessed chain suffer from deep wound. Frank's Heart. Considerably increases the maximum casting range of the gateway. Larry's Blood. Moderately increases the possessed chain's maximum travel distance. Larry's Remains. Considerably increases the time it takes for survivors to solve the Lament configuration. Slice of Frank. Survivors carrying the Lament configuration suffer from the Exhausted status effect. Torture Pillar. Considerably increases the speed at which chain hunts activate. Flickering Television. Moderately increases the maximum casting range of the gateway. Liquefied Gore. Moderately increases the time it takes survivors to solve the Lament configuration. Skewered Rat. Moderately decreases Summons of Pain's cooldown after possessing a chain. Spoiled Meal. Slightly increases the possessed chain's maximum travel distance. Wriggling Maggots. Moderately increases turn rate of possessed chains. Bent Nail. Gain 100% bonus blood points when binding a survivor with a possessed chain. When hitting a survivor with a possessed chain, only 1 additional chain will spawn. Burning Candle. Moderately increases the speed at which chain hunt activates. Leather Strip. Slightly decreases Summons of Pain's cooldown time after possessing a chain. Lively Crickets. Slightly increases turn rate of possessed chains. And those are all of his add-ons. And that is the Cenobite, aka Pinhead, that is coming to Dead by Daylight in the Hellraiser chapter. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, good luck out there in the fog, and see ya next time.